Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to sew the Yolotl Panties by Telabeja. You can find the link to the pattern in the description of this video. I start by cutting my waistband piece from the lace fabric by aligning the bottom with the pretty lace edge. Then I cut my gusset and yoke pattern pieces from my knit fabric. You can also sew the gusset and yoke pieces from lace. I also cut the gusset piece from knit lining fabric, and here you can see all the pieces. The first step is to sew the yoke to the waistband. Align the shorter side of the triangle with the waistband right sides together, then sew with an elastic stitch. Now pin the back of the waistband together while also pinning the other side of the yoke to the waistband. This can be sewn in one continuous line. This is what it looks like so far. Now we can sew the gusset pieces together right sides together. I will also sew in a piece of elastic into the seam for stability. Slightly stretch the elastic while sewing. Since my elastic has a decorative edge, I'm placing it between the layers so that the pretty edge will be visible after turning it inside out. With the wrong side of the gusset facing outwards, insert the back of the panty into the gusset and put the right sides, which will be facing outwards, together. Sew with 1 cm seam allowance. Trim the corners and turn the gusset inside out. At this point you should top stitch the sides with a zigzag stitch and slightly stretch the elastic again to get a flat seam. As a next step, sew the front of the gusset to the front of the waistband by putting together the right side of the gusset and the wrong side of the waistband. Top stitch the front with an elastic stitch. Now we attach the elastic band to the waist using either a lace trim or a fold-over elastic. Cut the elastic at 80% of the waist circumference and sew together the ends. Here I have marked the halves and quarters of both, and I'm aligning them so that I can evenly stretch out the elastic band between the pins while I'm sewing. For the lace trim elastic, sew the elastic to the panties with the wrong side facing the right side of the panties and the lace edge facing downwards. Now we can turn the elastic towards the inside and top stitch it again with an elastic stitch so that only the lace trim is visible from the right side. Remember to stretch the elastic while sewing with an elastic stitch to make it fit to the circumference of the waist. For the fold over elastic, first sew the elastic to the wrong side of the panties, then fold it over and top stitch the elastic to the right side of the panties. And the panties are done! Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, subscribe to my channel and check out my Instagram for more sewing content.